The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios and sponsored by international award-winning author Mia Mosinzia of Missing. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 40 podcast platforms, as well as HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. We can be heard in over 100 countries, featuring over 1,000 well-known and amazing guests throughout the globe. And named one of the top 100 global podcasts in the New York Weekly Times, Hollywood Entertainment News, Los Angeles Weekly Times, Apple, and Chartable. So sit back and relax and enjoy another great episode of the award-winning Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs, and brought to you by our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-winning author Mia Mosinzia Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We're here with an amazing gentleman from South Jersey who grew up in that area. He's a multi-talented singer, songwriter, musician, multi-instrumentalist, and began his career at the amazing age of 5 and continued playing bands through college. And he worked for New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection for 39 years. Also does his musician as a part-time, and he appeared on the Jerry Petito Show and has recent comeback band with called Log. And also the fact that he was also in a life-altering accident back in 1977. So we'll talk about that, the recovery. And he's also got a great album called I Want Applause, and also upcoming single, Excuse Me, Brother, as well. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from Plus Studios, somewhere in New York State, the multi-talented singer, songwriter, from musician from South Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Alan Bookman. Alan, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes.
And it's great to have you on board too, Alan. So you're a multi-talented singer, songwriter, musician, and multi-instrumentalist from South Jersey. You began a career at 5 years old, continued playing in bands through college. You were injured in a hit and run in Cleveland, Ohio back in 77. You had to relearn everything as life-altering experience and how you managed to come back. You worked for the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection for 39 years, and you appeared on the Jerry Petito Show, and you had a recent comeback with a band called Leg as well. And you also have been playing keyboards, and most notably, you were you spent time at the Catskills. So talk about that. And you have a new album called I Want Applause, which we applaud you for, and also a single called Excuse Me, Brothers. So before getting to all that, Alan, tell us how you first got started.
Well, that kind of covers it. Log was a few years ago. It's not that recent. That was my last band in New Jersey before I moved to upstate New York. So that's when Log came in. And since I moved up here, I've just done Facebook and YouTube. That's all. I don't go out now. It's with the virus going on and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And of course, you began your career at 5, and you continue playing as well, too. And, basically tell us how you got started with your career and everything else.
I did start. It was younger than 5. I don't really know how old I was when my father told me that I was going to start playing piano. And he had visions of the kind of piano player I was going to be. Beethoven, Brahms, somebody like that. And I wasn't living up to his task. And in first grade, we had a big argument because I wasn't playing nice enough for him. And then I switched to trombone. And that lasted through elementary school. And then in junior high school, I started getting into rock and roll again. That's what happens. And I tried to learn the guitar. I say that tried because I play the guitar, but compared to many guitar players, I'm not that good. But I know my limits, and so realizing this is still in junior high, realizing I was very limited on guitar, I decided to go back to keyboards, what my dad had taught me many years ago. And because there's not a lot of bands that have keyboard players, and there's not a lot of keyboard players. And that was a successful idea. I got in many bands through that. And that's how I got in the Catskills band also, just through my playing the keyboards. I sang, and that's pretty much the story. But I played in all sorts of rock bands in high school.
Okay. Okay. And who are some of your favorite musicians, singers, songwriters growing up?
I like Mick Jagger, Rolling Stones. He's my favorite for live performances. And I just saw him a couple of years ago, and he still has it.
Oh yeah, he's got to be 80 something. Oh my goodness. It's like,
yeah.
Makes you wonder. It's like, what I'd be able to start up at his age. And I saw him I think on the Steel Wheels tour. It was by instant, like, I had a friend of mine call me literally at the last minute. What are you doing? Want to go see the Stones? Sure. How much do I pay? Just buy us an 8-pack of Miller ponies. I'm like, okay, we're there. And it was a great time, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, then I like Allman Brothers. It's another band that I really like. They're a rock blues band, or they were a rock blues band, and I love them. And of course, the Beatles. That's I think everybody loves the Beatles, but of my age, maybe not the younger people, but so those are some of the bands that I
Okay.
really
Okay. And also too that you had some of those influences as well too. And you also had been your college career, you've played in these bands and everything, and then you all of a sudden 1977 you got involved in Hit and Run as well too, and Cleveland. Tell us a bit about that, and playing in Cleveland, or who are you with, and everything like that.
Yeah, okay. I was crossing the street. Um, it was like late at night, and I was crossing the street. And next thing I know is 4 months later, and I'm told that I was hit by a car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. 4 months later, I kind of got aware again. So, and I was in the hospital for 5 months. And they had to teach me how to walk again, how to do basic skills again. They had to teach me everything. And I do remember one of the doctors there. It was at Penn University. One of the doctors was a pessimist. There's always a pessimist. He
Oh
told
yeah,
me,
you got so many months to live, days to
right,
live, years
exactly.
to live. I know how that goes. Yes.
Yeah, he told me what he told my father, never going to be the same person again. And I really think I'm pretty similar to that person now. So I proved him wrong, but that's beside the point. So then after that, I continued doing physical therapy uh, after the hospital and the work, and I still do physical therapy actually to this day. I do it right now. There is a little bit of effect from my accident. It's not 100% great, but it's great for me. It's great. I'm alive. I'm great. I love life.
Mm-hmm.
But lately there's been some weirdness in my right leg, and I started falling, and if I fell and broke my collarbone.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
that's when the medical people got involved. And it was from a result of my brain injury from way back from 1977. Was They told me that when you get older, your body compensates in different ways. And because I was older, I started to get that symptom. So, and I'm working on that now with physical therapy to make that better too. So I'm determined to make it as good as possible. If it's not perfect, that's fine. Because like I said, I'm alive. I'm on the Mike Wagner show. It could be better.
Well, you're certainly making my day, Alan. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. Well, I was going to have you play a little classical on your keyboard. I'm kidding. So, play all that too. And we'll talk about your album, I Want to Applause It. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960 or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews. And Eve 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and Minims. So grab your copy today for it goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia. Available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com and over 40 podcast platforms. Heard in over 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music. Also on BitChute and Rumble and on Hamilton Radio every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. Also on the YouTube channel. Make sure you take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, and hoodies. Makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. I'll support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific, multi-talented singer, musician, and multi-instrumentalist from South Jersey, Alan Bookman, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we talk about your newest album, I Want to Applause, you worked for the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection for 39 years. And, tell us a bit about that, too. And what's nice is you're able to come back with your career as well.
Right. Yeah, I did come back with my career. Now I'm retired, so now I'm hoping to put a little more into my music. But I did work there for 39 years. That's very true. And I loved working for DEP. It was interesting every single day. Every single day, there was some different situation that came up, either with the environmental issues or the people issues.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people issues because we had all the public call us too. So that is very interesting. But I really enjoyed doing that. I worked in air pollution control first, and then I worked in a program called the Right to Know program. And that's where we tell a citizen what chemicals are at a certain facility, if they ask, or sometimes even when they don't ask. And then I got into pollution prevention for a while, and various enforcement sections. Enforcement, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was all over the DEP.
And you're able to tie it into music as well too, and of course, you also have that new album which you like to show as well too, called "I Want to Applause." You also have a single out called "Excuse Me, Brother," and tell us more. "I Want to Applause," and tell us about some of the songs and what inspired to do the album and also some of the music?
Yeah, I Want Applause has some of my songs on it. I Want Applause, tomorrow. It's tomorrow again. Free the Spirit, Springtime, Lisa. That's just some of the songs on the album, and I hope that it's been listened to by people. And the way to get it is go to https://www.facebook.com/Alan G. Bookman Music. And then just go to the top of the page and order I Want Applause. But on that page also, there's a section that you could order the new single, Excuse Me Brother. That's also on that page. And finally, we have our live performances on Facebook. So you could just go on Facebook, put in Alan Bookman, and that'll come up. And also, I have a YouTube channel, Alan Bookman 8802, and there's tons of stuff on that.
Okay.
So,
and getting back to your album as well, too, and tell us about the title track, I Want Applause, and you can also pick a few songs and tell us about those and what inspired you to write them.
okay, great. Okay, well, the song I Want Applause is it's about my insecurity, and that I loved when people clap at me.
I'm clapping right now. You're amazing.
Right. I love it. I love it. Yeah. So that was what that song was about. That I had an inferiority complex, and performing and getting applause made it better, at least temporarily. So that's what that song was about. And let's see, what else is there? And then there's another song. It's tomorrow again. It's tomorrow again, and that's a story, a song about every day is the same, like Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day, Bill Murray. I've read about that, seen the movie. Oh my gosh, same thing every day. Groundhog Day. You hit it right in the head right there.
Yeah. I wrote the song, I think, before Groundhog Day, so way ahead of my time. And then Free the Spirit is about getting in touch with your spirituality and your outer world and the inner world, and try to get it all together. And it's a struggle. It's not easy to be spiritual. That's what that song is about. And then I have Lisa. I wrote a song about someone named Lisa. And Loving You is a song I co-wrote with Gary Oslander. May he rest in peace. And I really like that song. So those are some of the songs that are featured on the album.
Okay. And what else do you base your lyrics on?
What else do I base my lyrics on?
Correct. Yeah. It's mainly about, your life. You had some, insecurity, and you're doing a great job with it. I Want Applause and feeding your spirit and everything else. And what else do you base your lyrics on? If there's some other music you want to talk about, feel free to do so.
Okay, well, I could go on with the songs of this album. Depression number 9 is basically about always being depressed. And there was a time and period in my adolescence, and probably later even, that I was very depressed. And until this day, I'm trying to learn how not to be depressed. It's a real journey, I fall into depression. Then I have to learn how to treasure things around me and uh, filter out any voices in my head that are not really important voices. Can't get rid of them.
Go away.
Yeah, exactly. And then I wrote a song, I Wish I Could Fly, and I wrote that with Janie Dean. And this is a very simple song. I would apply. No, I wish I could fly. That's basically what that one's about. Makes me happy. That's about making me happy. That's I'm a peaceful people person. I could withdraw and be an introvert, but I could be an extrovert too. And people make me happy. So that's about.
There's nothing wrong with that. Many of us are like that. So there's nothing wrong with it.
And another song on that album is Learning Curve. That was about learning about a person, a specific person. And learning curve is that it takes a long time to get to know a person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that song is about. And then my cousin penned the words for "Excuse Me, Brother," and I put the music into it, and we made that into a single. And I'm hoping to get another single out soon.
Okay.
I feel like I need to do that because of the momentum. I've done this, now I should keep going.
Okay.
So as soon as I get the money together and the right musicians, which is on its way, I'm going to record that song, and hopefully you'll hear it.
Okay. That sounds rather interesting. And we'll talk about Excuse Me, Brother in just 1 minute with Alan Bookman. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Studios, and also brought to you by official sponsor, The Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia of Missing, available on Amazon. We'll be back with the multi-talented singer-musician from South Jersey, Alan Bookman, after this time out.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mia Molson-Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to The Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with the multi-talented Alan Bookman here on the Mike Wagner Show with his album, I Want Applause, and it's getting some great applause as well, too. And he's also got a soon-to-be single out, Excuse Me, Brother. And tell us more about the song, Excuse Me, Brother, and what inspired you to write it?
My cousin Gordon wrote that song, the lyrics. And so he really knows exactly what it's about. But he's in the song, he's asking for space. He's asking to get to know people. And he feels like he's being dominated, and he feels like people are ignoring him. So that's what that song is about, basically. And I really love that song. And I wrote the music to it a couple of years ago, and I feel like it's a really good song, and it could be a hit,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak.
I think most people go through that too. It's like, I like attention. I like applause. I want my space. It almost seems like the new normal these days where it's like, it wasn't explained, back a long time ago. People thought you're strange or you had to go see a doctor, but now it's just like it's all in the open, but it's also normal too. And some of us are like that as well too. And I think you're really telling a really good story, Alan. And what can we learn from you guys when it comes to the music as well? So, I mean, you give a really good story about what you've been through and everything else. You had an amazing journey.
And this music is based on, well, it started with my piano lessons when I was 5. But later on, I used the music reading skills to learn how to play blues on piano and boogie woogie, and then rock bands. And the rock bands, you just learn it off the album, basically. And music was a little simpler back then in the 60s and the 70s than it is now. So that's why I keep playing the old songs. I barely know the new songs, but the old songs, I feel great about all the songs I learn, and I love the chords, and I used to love being live when I was doing live stuff, and hopefully someday again I'll do live stuff. But when you're live, your amps are behind you, and the music is playing really loud, and that's a lot of satisfaction also.
And that's one thing that'll give you applause too. So that's a great story you're giving, Alan. I love this. And where can we find I Want Applause at along with your other music?
I Want Applause. Let's see. That's going to be on the same link as Excuse Me, Brother. There's a link for both of them, and you could just, well, again, it's https://www.facebook.com/Alan Bookman Music. And most of my stuff is also on YouTube, repeated times. Whenever I feel like playing, I'll just turn it on and play. So they're not all perfect, but that you could find anything on that tape, on that mechanism.
Okay, right. We get what you're saying, but we're certainly looking forward to that. We're with the multi-talented singer-musician from South Jersey, Alan Bookman, here on the Mike Wagner Show with I Want Applause, and getting a lot of applause here. And what else can we expect from you in 2023 and beyond, Alan?
Well, I'm hoping to continue with the music and expand on that and get more publicity like this, so people can know about the music, because they're not going to know about it, especially since I'm not even out playing. They're not going to find out. And I'm looking forward to settling down in Ontario, New York, and those are the main things. I care about my family and the people in my family. That's number one. So whenever something is good, it's good. And when there's a problem, we look at it. And for the world, this is a big one. For the world, I want it to be improved. I'm not going. It's not everything, but I like certain things to get better. Like I hate COVID. So
who doesn't?
Yeah, I was a COVID contact tracer also, so that's another one of my jobs. Yeah, and I hope we don't have any war at some point. As John Lennon said, that's not a new story, but there's a lot of tension in the world. So, and also, uh, there's my concern about people that are wrapped up in drug and alcohol addiction, and sometimes they just need somebody to talk to. And when somebody reaches out to you to talk, don't let go away. Listen to what they have to say. It could save their life, their life. Yeah. So those are my big things.
Okay. And we're certainly remind everybody too that if you do have a problem and looking for someone to talk to, feel free to reach out some help or call your crisis line, talk to a counselor or talk to a close friend or loved one. Please do so today on behalf of the Mike Wagner Show as well too. We encourage everyone to please get some help. So we do that. If you have a problem, make sure you contact a loved one today. Or talk to somebody who could save a life. And Alan, just a couple more things as well too. And you've been an amazing guest. Who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Well, I'm going to say Kurt Vonnegut, the novelist. I read him basically, when I was younger, obviously, and he has a different way of looking at things. And I kind of absorbed some of what Kurt Vonnegut was talking about, and that's my main influence on that. Also on music, beside the rock stuff, I'm very heavily influenced by jazz, such as Miles Davis. Like he's the greatest, and then I'm really influenced by a lot of things. So. I love sports, so we watch that, and I pay attention to which team wins and which team says the right thing. So that's going on every day, basically. That's on 24/7 now with the cell phone.
Oh, yeah. And of course, you get these news feeds and everything else. And of course, you had cable back in the day. Bruce Springsteen saying 57 channels, nothing on. Now you got over 1 million channels and still nothing on. So.
Right.
Oh, my gosh. And also, most importantly, what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Don't give up, because life has a lot of problems that come up, and too many people don't move forward because of problems. They either move backward or they get into some serious problems, like I mentioned before. So the main thing is don't give up. That's my main message for today.
And certainly do so as well, too. And that's very important during this time. Once again, with the multi-talented singer-musician from South Jersey, now living outside New York, Alan Bookman here on the Mike Wagner Show with I Want Applause. Alan, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love having you back. And once again, what's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your music?
Glad to meet you. Glad to be here.
And when once again, what's your website and how do people contact you? And where can we check out your music at?
Okay. My website had a catastrophic failure, so I don't have a website anymore. But I have a Facebook page. It's basically https://www.facebook.com/Alan G. Bookman Music. And that has a lot of this stuff about me, and that's where you can get the music. And there's a couple other places, but that's one of the main places.
Okay, and where can we get your CD at?
The CD, you have to go to that same webpage and order it.
Okay.
What I just said.
Okay. We'll certainly check that out. Once again, Alan, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to it soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love having you back and wish you all the best. And Alan, You definitely have a great future ahead of you with a lot of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionsea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show. Brought to you by international award-winning author Mia Mohsen Zia of Missing. And powered by Sonic Web Studios. Be sure to join us again on over 40 podcast platforms. And of course on the MikeWagnerShow.com, HamiltonRadio.net, and Diamonds FM. Don't forget to support our program with a generous donation at the MikeWagnerShow.com. Thanks for listening.